Good morning, everyone. Sephora. Good morning, everyone. I'm so exhausted. It is 8:30 and usually I'm up by like 7:30. A couple days ago, I went to bed at like 2 and ever since that, my sleeping schedule has been so messed up. I've been like falling asleep at like 1 every day. And so I am so exhausted, so I need a coffee right now. I have to go to the gym. I have kettlebell and spin, so it's a long day of working out today. So we have to go get a coffee like immediately. Let's go. Good morning, Kappa. All right, so today I do have kettlebell, like I said, and that is at 10. I like to get there at like 9:50 because I have like a whole bag I want to get change into. Not a bag I want to change into. Gloves I want to change into, and then I need to bring my bag downstairs and stuff. I already meal prepped for the week. I've been doing that on Sundays and it's been saving me so much time throughout the week. So I'm able to go on like extra walks and like it's easier to keep the house clean because I'm not cooking every day and making a mess in the kitchen. I mean, I cook for breakfast and lunch, but usually those are like small things. You guys know how dinner is. It's like a whole mess. So I've been meal prepping every Sunday and it's been so much easier. I need a sip of this coffee before I actually fall back asleep. I'm gonna drink my coffee and I'm gonna charge this battery because it's gonna die. Josh is sleeping, and I guess I will talk to you guys when he wakes up. Is there anything I want to talk to you guys about? No, that's it.
1, 2, hook 2. 1, 2, hook 2, dot. 1, 2, hook 2, dot 2. Dot, dot.
Karlee is making, we're having a late lunch. We're making tuna melts.
Well,
Or I'm getting a tuna melt. You're getting what? Just a tuna sandwich?
Wrap.
A lettuce wrap tuna. But we haven't really done much all day.
You're following me around?
Yeah. So we've been basically not really doing much all day. To be honest, we've been like sitting at home, kind of chilling, having like a lazy day. Anyway, so today we're literally been watching this show that Karlee loves and puts on.
Yeah, right. They saw it earlier.
And yeah, it's beautiful outside. It's like the first day that it's kind of like
The air's off.
the air's off, the windows are open. It's like beautiful, beautiful. We got a lot of, we did get stuff done earlier today. A lot of phone calls we're gonna have to make.
Oh my gosh, being an adult sucks.
It's like one thing after the other. So the other day I accidentally broke the front blinds. We have blinds that.
Hey, what'd you say? You broke it?
Yeah. What are they called? What are they called? Cordless blinds. And you like pull it and it comes down and then you can retract it just by pushing it up. There's no string, there's no nothing.
So what happened?
So anyway, so I ended up pulling it. We were about to go bowling, so we went bowling on like a little date night. And I pulled it and the one side, the tension and the string inside of it completely broke and snapped. My bad. So Karlee was looking at like the warranty thing because each of those blinds I think are like $400 or.
Well, actually, I looked at the price and it was $300, but I got it 50% off.
That's good. So yeah, so they're pretty expensive for a blind anyway. They help a lot. They're very nice. So we looked through the warranty and we're like, this blind is not even a year old. We're just over a year old. Why is it already breaking like pretty easy? I mean, obviously I'm the one who broke it, but it wasn't.
It's not like you were like.
I didn't.
It was normal, like you were using it normally.
Yes, I used it normally, like I pulled it down like it should be pulled down.
Yes.
It just broke,
yes.
which, you know,
which
so,
it shouldn't do.
So it shouldn't do that, not this early on. So anyway, it's covered under warranty, thankfully. So Karlee already messaged them and they were like, okay, fine, we'll send you another one, we'll have it made and then send it to you in a couple weeks. Perfect. And then my shoe, randomly, I'll show you guys, at my parents' the other day. These are the 270s that I just got from Karlee. I think these are like a Christmas gift.
Yeah.
And they're literally
and
just.
you didn't even wear them until this summer because they were snowing.
I only wore them this summer. This is when I started wearing them, and it's already peeling up.
So how many months do you think you've worn them? Like 3? Not even?
Probably a little more than 3, but like, yeah, not enough for that to happen. I don't run with these. I mean, I go on walks with them, like regular use.
Walks. Normal, not hikes, walks.
I don't play basketball in them, like nothing. It's a regular use shoe. That happened already. To me, that's not.
That's like a glue. Like
yeah, that's like a glue issue where like you could kind of see already, like the glue came off in here. So I think that's just honestly like a defect. Nike has a warranty with like wear and tear and like I'm pretty sure a lot of stuff. So if there's like rips in your shoe, things like that, they will warranty it. Karlee called Nike, Karlee called Foot Locker where she bought them, then she called Nike again, then she called Foot Locker. So we're getting spun in circles. So we're gonna have to try to get a hold of Nike probably tomorrow to see if we can figure this out, because these are literally shoes that I wear a lot, but just for like everyday use. So pretty upset about it. And then I gotta call my bank and make sure that I can transfer over. Oh my gosh, she's crying. Look at this. Because of tomatoes?
Oh, no.
Or tomatoes. Onions.
No, because the Nikes.
The Nikes, I love them so much. Yeah, the onions are vicious.
Oh, usually they're not this bad.
Holy.
So my lunch is just the tuna. I like pickles in my tuna, so I added pickles in mine and onion. And I started to make the boats, and then I was like, I should have just brought this whole thing and like built it as I ate it, because it wouldn't have been enough room on the plate. And then I also have pepperoncinis on the side. I don't know if you're gonna want some, but I'll put them here. And then Josh has a yummy scrumptious. These tortillas that are gluten-free are so much better than the other ones. Like I can fold them and everything. It's a tuna melt. Are you excited? Is it hot?
Perfect.
All right, guys, it is 9 o'clock. I ended up getting a migraine, like always. I don't know why, but like when I work out, I get a migraine. I don't know if I'm not like eating enough or what. I get a migraine like if I do a lot of working out. So like if I do kettlebell and spin, which is about an hour of like pretty intense workout, I always get a headache after. Or if I do kettlebell and then I do, not kettlebell, sorry. Or if I do spin and then go into the sauna, I think I'm like getting too hot or something, because it's super, 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 super hot in there. But I'm having my late night snack. It is 9 and I feel like having dessert today. I don't know why. I'm usually not that sweet person, but I am right now. I had like healthy chicken parm for dinner. We had like, I basically pre-portioned, like we meal prep on Sundays, like I told you guys earlier. And so we had healthy chicken parm, so it was literally just chicken breast with, I wouldn't even call it chicken parm because there's no Parmesan on it. But it was like just chicken breast with pasta sauce and mozzarella on it. And then I was gonna put Parmesan cheese on top of it to try to make it chicken parm, but I didn't have any. So I just used the mozzarella. So it's not breaded or fried. And it's like, it almost tastes like exactly the same, honestly, you can't really tell. And then we had potatoes on the side. I wanted pasta on the side, but Josh wanted potatoes, so we have that for the rest of the week. And I'm having a little late night snack of a Nutri-Grain bar. These were on sale at Shoppers, and I was like, I need to get these. I haven't had them since I was a kid, and I remember them being so good, but I remember them being bigger, and I'm like, were these bigger, or was I just smaller, or am I getting bigger? I don't know, like as an adult I like see things and I'm like, I thought like in my head when I was a kid, like these things were so big and like I could almost never finish a Nutri-Grain bar. I could eat 6 of these one sitting, no problem. So I have that, and then I have a decaf coffee, not a normal coffee because I would be up all night, so I have a decaf coffee, and yeah, a Nutri-Grain bar. So this is my little late night snack. I'm gonna watch some Netflix. I've been having just like a lazy, laid back kind of like, honestly, a whole like 3 months. I've been working, you know, I'm still posting on Patreon and doing everything, but I've been really focused on just like doing things that just make me happy. Like I'm very focused on like just going out to eat. Like before I wouldn't go out to eat because I would feel like I didn't deserve to eat food that was fast food, or not even fast food, but just restaurant food. I wasn't drinking alcohol for a long time, which is a good thing, but like I've been allowing myself to just like not worry so much about everything and just like do what I want. If I want to, like I've been obsessed with working out, so if I want to work out for 4 hours a day, I'm going to work out for 4 hours a day. I will still do my job, but I'm also going to do what I like. I've been getting massages. I've been just trying to do things that I enjoy, and it's been helping me so much, and I'm just so happy with life. And yeah, I'm like so excited. I'm also on an endometriosis like treatment right now. It's called Leuprod, which I know people have a lot of bad side effects with. I made a whole video about it on Patreon and kind of like where I'm at with my endo. If you want to know about that, it's over on Patreon. But yeah, I'm gonna drink and eat this. I'm probably gonna just combine today's vlog and tomorrow's, because today we didn't really do much. Tomorrow I don't really have much to do either. It's mostly like OnlyFans stuff and like promotions and stuff like that, but I don't really have much to do outside of the house, which I think is why vlogs have been so boring, because it's just me and Josh hanging out. I don't know. Eat this, and I guess I'll talk to you guys tomorrow. Good morning, everyone. It is the next day, like I said. We also don't have anything to vlog today, but we are going.
It's boring right now.
Your life is boring. We're going to Sherwin-Williams, right?
Sherwin-Williams
Sherwin-Williams paint store to get paint, because I've put obviously things on the wall and I've taken stuff down, and and also the walls, like having white walls, like things just get dirty and things just like, there's like blood on the walls, there's just like
give them some
I had a nosebleed.
Yes.
And like I was running and like it splattered on the wall.
It looked like someone got beat up in there,
there's coffee on the wall, there's just so many things on the wall. So I want to have a can of the paint that it is in my house so I can do touch-ups and like do a little refresh, because white is very like gets dirty super fast. So the builder though, however, didn't know what paint color we had, so we have to go and somehow color match white, which
is impossible.
Makes no sense to me, because there's a million shades of white, so we're gonna have to go and try to find the closest one. I don't know if it's gonna happen. We're gonna try. I want to take, like, because I'm redecorating, I want to take everything off the wall, patch the holes, and then obviously sand it and then repaint it white so we have like a clear surface. And I think it's just good to have for touch-ups. So yeah, that's what we're doing. It's our life.
Really though, there's really not much going on. We're probably gonna talk about later on, we're probably gonna talk about some stuff that we did differently in our wedding. And I know wedding content has been pretty much the main thing in the vlogs lately, but yeah, everybody has been asking questions, and I feel like people still want to know answers, because even though we've already got married and stuff, people like are still planning weddings, and people are still ready to get married, or they have a wedding planned for next year and they're like asking questions, right? So I mean, we did it, we had it done, so it's, you know, if you guys even have more questions that maybe
a lot of people told me, they're like, you have a lot of things planned out. Like I did things that people don't think about, like,
yeah, and it's crazy that it happened in 2 months.
I'm very good at knowing what I want.
I literally told Karlee, I'm like, the fact that this wedding was planned in 2 months and you had all this stuff figured out and thought of, like, it blows my mind. I'm one of the least creative people I've ever met when it comes to like art stuff or like decorations, or like I don't have a creative mind. So it's crazy to see somebody who does. That was like, everything was planned out so fluidly and so quickly, and it was, and like, you didn't miss a beat. So it was like, it was weird to see that, because I'm not like that person, and I don't really know many people like that.
You basically just showed up. He helped with whatever I needed, like if I said do this or help me with this or glue this.
But like idea wise, I didn't come up with anything, because first of all, it probably would have got shot down anyway. But second of all, I don't have the creative mind to be able to do that. So it was nice to have, well, my wife be able to do all that stuff, because we would have been SOL, or we would have had to get, I don't know what would have happened there, because the decorator didn't do all the stuff you did.
No,
they just decorated the venue. They didn't include all the little knickknacks and games and this and that and the other thing. So yeah, it turned out well. Anyway,
yeah,
we're gonna go do this paint thing. Oh no, is he really doing this
in the middle of an whoa, what the they can do that?
I guess.
What the fucking
I don't know what's happening here, but we're just gonna go. This UPS truck just literally stopped in the middle of the busiest road in the
driving on the sidewalk.
Yeah.
Okay, bye.
Oh, we just got back from Sherwin-Williams, and we picked out all these colors. So this is just done by eye, obviously. So now we have to match up to the wall.
The problem is that we don't have very good lighting in here, like at all. I didn't realize how bad our lighting was.
Yeah.
I thought it was 004, but now looking at it, I don't think it is. Ooh, 7. I don't think it's.
See, now these look like yellowy.
It's too dark in here. I can't even look at them. It's too dark over here. This is horrible. None of these. Sorry, but it's none. That is the color I thought it was, but it's none of them. I'm so confused. You know what I think they did? Put the primer on as a fucking paint color.
That's probably why they didn't have a paint color for our house.
Yep. Why would they go buy white paint when they have white primer?
You think they just did primer the whole house? Really?
They had so much primer. They have to do it for the doors. They had to do it in all the houses. Why would they go buy white paint when they have primer that is also white? If anything, it's this one, right?
Yeah. Actually, that's the closest.
But it's not gonna look the same. Like, see, this shouldn't be getting that dirty.
I don't know how much luck we're having.
It's this one, I think. It's not that one.
No, so this is the closest one.
I think it's that one.
I'm about to take off a chip out of the wall and bring it to them. Seriously.
Well, look, it's not any of these. Those are all too yellowy.
Yeah.
It looks like this one.
No, okay. Keep that one aside then. Well, Karlee and I just finished. She had the greenhouse outside that I put together for her. We just took it down because I wasn't using it.
Yeah, and it's like cold now. Like even if I was growing stuff,
yeah,
it would stop in like a month.
So we're trying to clean up the backyard, getting ready for winter, and I know it might be early for some people, but we need to finish it so we're prepared for winter and not having to do it in the cold.
Yeah.
Karlee, I was just in the shower, came out, and this is what is for lunch today. Look at this. So what is this?
So we have chicken here, banana pepper, pepperoncinis, Thai sauce, mustard. This is cream cheese. I know it sounds weird, but the cream cheese on the lettuce with this and then the pepperoncini, so fire. Or pickles, but we're not really in the mood for pickles today, are we?
Nope.
So.
Nice.
What did you just get us?
Sushi making kit.
I don't think he realized. So he's like, babe, for date night, we're gonna do sushi. I got a sushi making kit without thinking about anything that needed to go into the sushi.
Well, I got the first and most important part.
Yeah, but not really.
Spoon.
Yes, but babe, there's no. That's sick. You got no
Chopsticks.
Listen.
It's my infomercial.
Yes,
Watch.
but I literally was like, okay, so he's like, yeah, well, we just have to make the rice. I'm like, okay, so what's? So I said, what's going inside of the sushi? We would have literally had date night on Friday. He would have been like, okay, babe, I'm ready. Let's make the sushi, and we would have had nothing to put in it.
But A for effort.
Also, I got Crocs because my friend convinced me to get Crocs, so we're gonna try them on right now. I never thought I would ever wear Crocs, but we're gonna try. We're gonna try. I just feel like
Crocs were like $20 and now they're like
you can get them on like the
$70.
dollar store. Well, you can still get knockoff ones. So yeah, I have the Crocs. I have them in black. I'm gonna try them on. I could not see me wearing them, but I guess they're really good for your feet, like really good for your support of your feet. And I have really bad foot problems, so let's try.
Ooh. Ooh.
Why do these feel so cheap?
Let me smell.
Horrible.
Smell.
Absolutely not. I'm not wearing these.
Go. Put them on.
These are sweet. It's my socks.
Yeah, take the socks off. Weirdo.
You can wear. Do you wear them with socks or without or both?
I think you can do both.
Oh, those are really comfortable.
Oh, yeah, take them for a spin.
They're so comfortable.
Take them for a spin. Let's see.
Okay, but they don't feel like Karlee.
Okay, but take them for a spin.
What do you mean a spin?
Who cares if they... No, take them for a spin. Let's go for a walk. Come on. Show me
They
what you're
feel
doing.
really, 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 really good.
See? That's all that matters.
And this is supposed to go...
Just wear them inside the house. No, that's sport mode. Take that off. That's fucking dangerous. Take it off. What do you think you're doing? Man?
I started sprinting.
Damn.
Look at my new Crocs.
They look good.
Actually.
You only look like half a fucking loser. Oh!
Those look horrible. You're not leaving the house with them, I'll tell you that.
Okay,
they look
fine.
like those Dutch shoes.
Oh, clogs?
Alright guys, I told you guys in the car before that little segment about my ugly Crocs, which I'm keeping. They can't be that ugly. We talked about how we're going to talk about things that we did differently. I already talked about this on Patreon, so if you're a Patreon member, just skip it, I guess. But we did do some non-traditional things, I guess, quote unquote, which nowadays, there's not really traditional. I feel like a lot of people go off.
I mean, so there is the traditional way of doing a wedding. There's traditional traditions.
Mm-hmm. Like something old, something new, something blue.
Yeah, that father-daughter dance.
Anyways, so there's stuff that we didn't do that it doesn't mean it's right or wrong. Everyone's thing is different, but we're gonna give you guys some tips and tricks, and maybe you guys will agree with us on some things. Mm-hmm. A lot of people complimented everything that we did. So
our wedding compliments, a lot of them had to do with how quickly the ceremony, the preliminary before like the dinner part, we got a lot of compliments on how fast that went by, because if you think about, some people have hour-long ceremonies. Mm-hmm. Like that,
it doesn't mean they're wrong.
No, it doesn't mean they're wrong, but
and you're
right, like you have an hour-long ceremony, then you go, you have
everything.
The father-daughter dance, the mother-son, yeah. So
we're gonna talk about it.
Yeah,
yeah. So where should we start? Want to just go by one by one?
Yeah, we did not do the father-daughter and mother-son dances.
Yeah, I guess you were talking about that.
Yeah, so I was already there. So we didn't do that because we thought it would drag a lot of time on. Also, I don't think Karlee and I wanted to do them.
Don't get me wrong, I love my dad. It's just like our families are very like just fun and like not so much emotional.
We're not emotional, like we're not like
Like, my dad would have done it. He would have loved to do it. And I'm sure your mom would have loved to do it too.
Yeah.
It's just something that wasn't really that big of a deal for us.
No, like, it wasn't something we really honestly cared to do. We just wanted everybody there to have a good time. So, I mean, we weren't focused on, like, tradition. So that was something we cut out. And it doesn't seem like it wouldn't have saved a lot of time. But if you think about it, if you did a whole song, 3-minute song, then another 3-minute song, and then the in-between, setting it all up, whatever.
Yeah.
Let's say it's a 15-minute or 20-minute chunk of time.
People, your guests, I'm sorry, do not care to watch that. Obviously, if it's important to you, it's your wedding, so do what you want. Don't worry about the guests. Don't worry about the guests. It's what you want to do.
Yes.
But we didn't want to do that just because everyone else was expecting it. Like, everyone was asking us, are you doing it? Are you doing it? And we were like, no, we're not doing it.
Yeah.
Another thing that we did was our family sat actually on the opposite side. So usually the bride's family will sit on the bride's side, like when you're standing up, so on the left side.
During the ceremony.
During the ceremony. And then the groom's side will stand on the groom's side. Nowadays, people have signs that say, like, don't pick a side, pick a seat. We love you equally, which is beautiful. But for me, I actually had my mom sit on Josh's side, and then his parents sit on my side, so that they're not looking at our backs, they're looking at our faces.
So my parents could see my face, Karlee's parents
Which was
could see her
perfect, because when I was standing there with Josh, I was able to look just over and see my mom right there, like smiling, making me feel comfortable, instead of like my mom looking at my back, and then I couldn't even see it, like I wouldn't even be able to see her. Right. So we had them on opposite sides, which I guess is quote unquote non-traditional, but it's something to think about.
It was actually a smart call, because during the rehearsal, I hadn't even thought of that. Like, you realistically, in the traditional, you are facing your family's back.
Yeah.
Well, sorry.
Your back is
facing your family. So, like, it was a smart catch by her to say, oh, sit them on opposite sides so they can actually look at our faces. And it made a lot of sense, actually.
And so, I do remember looking at my mom during the ceremony.
Yes, and I looked at my parents too, so it was
really
good.
helped.
It was nice.
Another thing that we didn't do is we had no cake, not even a fake one for cake cutting photos.
Nothing.
A lot of people will, like, if they don't want to get a cake, which is super common nowadays, they'll have like a fake top cake and they'll still have cake cutting photos, or like have everyone come watch them cut the cake. We did no cake, zero cake cutting, nothing.
Nothing.
Not important to me.
Didn't care. Nope.
Don't care.
Didn't care.
Also, we didn't do our first dance, the whole song. We just did a minute, which I feel like is not super non-traditional. I know some people that do that.
So when we were doing our first dance, all we could think about was how awkward it was.
I realized that we didn't even move.
No, we didn't move.
Because we were so awkward.
It was just very like, oh
like
my God, I wanted to get this over with. I was literally whispering in her ear. I'm like, this is so awkward. Please get me the fuck out of here. And so only doing a minute really helped with that, because imagine spinning and dancing for, you know, unless you're doing a whole fucking performance, which I don't know if you are. If you're doing that, good for you.
That's cool. I
actually
actually love when like the groom comes out with his groomsmen and they're like,
yeah, then cool. But our first dance was very just like, got it done, a minute, faded out, and then we fucking ate.
We didn't want to do the whole 3 minute song.
Yeah.
Another thing that we did that was not traditional was an even bridal party, which most people try to keep their bridal party even.
Yep. It worked out.
It does look better, but I found so many photos online that were perfectly fine. And when I brought it up, people were like, oh, I didn't even notice. Because like we said, most guests don't notice those things. And I'd rather have people that I care about in my wedding that I'm not going to regret them in my wedding and they're in your photos forever, than have people just to make it even. There's no point. Like, who cares if you have an uneven bridal party? It doesn't matter.
Yeah, true.
Really doesn't
matter. We did something that I actually really, really enjoyed, was our first look. Now, if you didn't watch our wedding video, go watch it. It's in there. That whole segment of the first look is in there. It was actually one of the key points of the video. I thought that was a really special thing, because we didn't do vows where we were sitting up there and reading our vows like, I vow to you to be the best.
Yeah.
We wrote a letter, which I think is, it's not in here.
Yeah, letter reading privately.
Okay, so I'll combine these two. So basically, we wrote each other letters and read them privately before the first look. And in the video, that if you haven't watched it, go watch it, you hear us reading each other's letters to each other in the background of the whole video. That's what we did, and then we read what we wrote to each other before we saw each other for the first look. Sorry, I'm over explaining.
Yeah, no, the audio was done only for the video.
Yes,
he was not in the room. I was just reading it to the videographer, so we had the audio to play behind the video.
Yes.
We did not read them in person to each other, and we also didn't have any vows that we wrote. We just had letters that we opened privately, because we're also very like, we don't want to like have.
I don't want to be like all mushy gushy in front of everybody. No. I'm not like that.
If it was just me and him, there was photographers and videographers there, and we just felt like, no. Yeah.
So we did the first look, which was really, really amazing, honestly. Like,
it really took the edge off for the ceremony.
Like, I was full of like, I was very anxious. I was very nervous. Even at the ceremony, I mean, I was
But
still,
imagine if you also didn't see
I
me.
know. So I saw her and it kind of cut the tension in half where I was like, okay, I saw her. We saw each other good. And then basically at the ceremony, it really helped the nerves. I mean, I was still nervous. So I
Oh
couldn't-
yeah, I
couldn't
still
imagine.
cried.
Yeah, I couldn't imagine.
But it really helped me too because in all my photos, I didn't want to be like sobbing hysterically. And I was still sobbing, but I couldn't imagine how bad it would have been if I never even saw you yet.
Yeah.
And also, the first look really took off time from the photos. We got all of our bridal photos done and photos of just us, all done before the ceremony even started. Because if we wouldn't have done that, it would have been like a 3-hour thing in between the ceremony and the reception. And we got most of the work done before, and then we got to just party after the reception.
Yes, which was perfect.
Sorry, ceremony. Another thing is we did not sleep separately the night before.
No, we did not. That was something that we were told to do by everybody. Like, you better sleep downstairs or you better go somewhere and sleep. I didn't care. Honestly, I don't think any of us cared. We basically were just like, no, I'm going to sleep with you before.
And we saw each other the morning of, gave each other a kiss.
Yeah,
like,
I'm like, okay, see you later.
Yeah.
See you at the altar.
It still was...
It was perfect for us. I didn't have to, like, you know, that whole missing thing. Karlee and I spend a lot of time with each other. So honestly, even a 6-hour to 8-hour gap is enough for me to miss her a lot, to be like, okay, like, where the fuck is my wife, you know, now. So that was perfect for us. It worked out. Again, if that's something that you think you want to do, this list isn't bashing on anybody who wants to do things differently.
We're just telling you the reasons why we didn't do it.
Right.
And none of it was just important. If any of these things were important to me, we would have done it.
Yeah.
I also had no standing for the bride. So usually people stand when the bride comes out. I had no standing because I wanted the photographer and the videographer to get perfect shots, and I wanted everyone to be able to see. So we had nobody stand because I wanted nice photos and nice videos, and I also wanted everyone to be able to see if someone was taller than them. So nobody stood for me, which I loved actually, and it took the nerves off too.
Yep. No phones or photos posted. So there was no phones allowed at the ceremony.
0.
We didn't want anybody to have like their flash on or be taking pictures while the videographer and photographer are trying to capture the moments. That's why they were there. They were there to capture the moments. We didn't want somebody posting, you know, on their Samsung Galaxy S2 fucking a toaster photo of her and I walking. Like, you know what I mean? We wanted everything to be private because we wanted to be the first ones to share those moments.
Yes.
Every single person respected our wishes. Even the people that took pictures at the reception and they took them with us, none of them were posted.
I know, they posted just the ones they took without us in it.
Right.
And I was like, oh my God.
It was actually amazing that they did that. So we're going to be excited. So we already shared the wedding video. And when the pictures come, we're obviously going to post those everywhere for everybody to see. So that was really nice. You had a reception outfit.
Yes, so I also had a reception outfit. I changed into that. I'm sure you guys have seen some of these things before. I'm not the first one to do it, but I really loved that. It was great to get out of my dress, and it felt incredible, and everyone complimented it. And, you know, a lot of people that said they didn't want one, after they saw me do it, they're like, I think I'm going to get one now. It was so much
Just
fun.
has to be tasteful. Like, don't go in fucking joggers. I mean, if you want, it's your wedding.
Yeah, it's your wedding, honestly.
You can go in fucking sweats and a t-shirt,
and
really.
Converse, like, who cares?
Who cares? But she had a very tasteful wedding outfit where it really looked like it belonged. Like, honestly, you've probably seen somebody get married in an outfit like that.
Yeah.
Like, people don't really, you know, if they didn't want to do the whole dress thing, it was still tasteful enough to, you know, fit in.
And it was so comfortable, so it made me want to dance. It made me have so much more fun.
Yeah. One thing that Karlee made sure of was the officiant standing to the side for the first kiss. Now, that, again, I've mentioned this, I think, earlier in this vlog. I don't have the creative mind to think about these things. Karlee literally thought about everything because with the photographer, we wanted one on one side for the front and then the back for, like, the kiss to get both angles.
So we wanted a kiss, like, with us and then the crowd behind us.
Yeah, and then...
Also one the other way.
So her having the officiant stand to the side, so he's not like right in between us while we're kissing, was actually very nice. I wouldn't even have thought about that. It was a very good idea, and it worked out well. Hopefully the pictures will justify that decision, but I think they will. That was a very smart idea.
I think that was it.
Yeah.
Did we do anything else differently?
Nothing was done any differently than that, I don't think. And again, like we said, this isn't like we were the pioneers of this. We're just saying from traditional weddings,
Yes.
these are the things that we did differently.
And I took some of these ideas from TikTok or from
Right.
and then some of it was just because that's what I wanted.
So, and I know the wedding content has been repetitive, and I mentioned that earlier too. It's because, you know, people have these questions, and I think it's a good idea to share the things that we did, because I really do think for the amount of time we had to plan our wedding, which was only 2 months, it worked out very, very well. Now, obviously, there were some complaints about certain things, but other than that, the wedding went off without a hitch. Like,
the guests loved it.
The guests had the best time. Like, I know people say things to say things, but I can't tell you how many people came up to us and said, this is the best wedding I've ever been to.
And they don't have to say that.
They didn't have to say that, and we didn't
ask.
ask. So it was like very nice of them to do that, and it made us feel like, okay, this wedding was actually a pretty good success, even if in our eyes there was things that could have gone better. To everybody else, they were things that they didn't even notice. So.
One other thing I guess I should say to close it off is we also had our officiant do we said make it as short as possible and make it super casual and fun and funny. We still had some religion in there, but we made sure it was very laid back, fast, to the point.
Like, I think
we
our
didn't want it to be
ceremony
dragged on.
was what, 15 minutes?
Maybe.
Like, from me walking up to her walking out.
I guess also what I did non-traditional is we didn't have the bridal party walk as couples.
No, they all walked separately.
So we had 2 bridesmaids and then 3 groomsmen. We had his best man already up there with him.
Yes, he
and
stood
then
up
we
there.
had 1 groomsman walk my mom, 1 groomsman walk his mom and seat them down. And then we had my maid of honor and then Cassidy and then me. So everyone walked separately and our parents got to walk down the aisle, which was really cool.
Yeah, both of our mothers walked down, which was really a really nice feature there. Yeah, I think that's basically it for that. I hope you guys enjoyed the vlog. It's gonna be a long vlog actually, because this is already a 14-minute clip.
Well,
So
they like long vlogs and we've been having shorter ones recently.
yeah, so I hope you guys enjoyed this vlog. Be sure to check out, honestly, go check out the wedding video if you haven't. It was very beautifully done. I've seen a lot of comments, people thinking it was like a horror. It looked like a horror. It was filmed like a
I didn't
horror.
get that vibe.
I didn't get that either, but you know what? I'm sure we have a bias because we thought it was fucking absolutely beautiful.
We wanted it to be like dramatic and cinematic and like
which was the
whoa.
vibe that it gave off.
Yeah, we didn't want it to be like super sappy.
Yeah. So anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed. If you haven't, like I said, go watch that video, and that's it. This is the end of the vlog.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See you guys in our next vlog.
In our next one.
Bye guys.
Bye everybody.